As of tonight, 4,569 American service members have lost their lives in Iraq and Afghanistan.
That's a lot of families never to be whole again. But for them, there's an angel at work in Utah, using the broadest strokes and the brightest colors to ease the pain of the brokenhearted. And tonight, one of her priceless gifts finds its way to Oklahoma. It's true what they say about a little boy growing up, how the changes come so quickly, in the blink of an eye. You love him and protect him, and then one day he tells you it's time to let go, that something's calling him away. So it was at the end of this block, at 3501, where a new flagpole juts into the Oklahoma blue. It signals profound pride and unimaginable grief. Alongside the front door is the heartbreaking confirmation of a family never to be whole again, because the Iraq War has come home.
I miss him every day. I think about him.
Trevor Roberts told his parents, Chuck and Twyla, that he wanted to be a missionary. He wanted to work with children especially, but that's a big step for an 18-year-old. So before Trevor set off to save the world, he stopped first at the Marine recruiter's office.
One of the reasons he joined the Marines, he wanted stories to tell. He wanted to be able to experience life.
And Chuck Roberts says his son's eyes were opened in Iraq to misery and suffering and death, but also to hope.
One's on Apple.
On the video Chuck and Twyla found on Trevor's laptop, the one the Marines sent back from Iraq, their son captured the daily Humvee patrols that made up his day, monotonous mostly, terrifying at times, and sprinkled in were these images of Iraqi kids gathered on street corners. Trevor tried to engage them, paid attention to them, when no one else would.
He took the time to look and notice and see into their eyes and see what their actions and reactions were.
On his cell phone was this picture, Trevor and the 5-year-old daughter of an Iraqi police chief. He was busy gathering the stories he hoped would make him a better person. And then on a day late in March last year, Trevor climbed in his Humvee for one of those routine patrols.
And it's been really hard to understand, why God would cut his life short knowing what he wanted to do with his life.
Trevor Roberts was 21 years old the day he died, and 12 days away from coming home.
You little sweetnesses.
At the base of a mountain in Utah, spring has brought change to Kaziah Hancock's place, too.
Mrs. Podley Wadley.
There's a new crop of kids in the goat herd. It's easy to see how they've captured her heart. And inside her little ranch house, Kaziah's about to meet the latest man to break her heart.
Pink Floyd and Madonna. Can you handle it?
Oklahoma's Trevor Roberts and his 5-year-old friend.
But isn't that just the sweetest face?
Fate graced Kaziah with the talents of an artist. Though she has learned these past few years that a painter's brush is little match for the brutality and senselessness of war.
I don't know, I don't understand it. I can't make sense out of that freaking mess for love nor money. I can't. But I understand that these guys, they're believers, they're innocent, they're dedicated, they're idealists. They in their heart, they're going to try to make a difference, and you got to respect that.
For Kaziah, this journey began with the death of Utah's first soldier in Iraq. She painted his portrait and sent it to his family free of charge. And then she painted another and another and another, because the deaths just kept mounting, and their pictures, they just kept coming. Trevor Roberts' portrait is coming to life on Kaziah's easel here at the goat farm on this 1-year anniversary of his death in Iraq. The same day the American military is marking 4,000 deaths in Iraq, including Trevor. Kaziah has now painted the portraits of 453 of those men and women.
I'll do as many as I can till I get them all painted or I die trying.
And so day after day, she paces the floor in her bedroom studio, drawing respite from the beauty just outside the picture window. She looks this country's war dead in the eye.
I feel like I so know him, that I could walk up to him and just start having a conversation.
She imagines the lives they touched and the possibilities cut short, and in the only way she knows how, she thanks them and the families who gave them to this country.
Thank God that there's kids like that still being born.
Kaziah tries mightily to keep the sadness at bay with her music and her moves.
The machine.
But the losses of this war, the what-ifs and the might-have-beens, are stacked against her walls, and it often overwhelms.
Oh, honey, Big Brother gave his life for you.
How can it not?
Yeah, we did.
This woman, who could never have children of her own, has created instead a tribute to the children we've all lost as a nation.
It's the mother's heart within me that has the empathy for the parents and the appreciation for the beauty of that human being.
And then, as if by magic, comes the point at which not one more dab of paint,
Beautiful, slight change in color and/or value and temperature.
not one more splash of color,
Yay, oh yay, we got him.
can do anything more to capture a young Marine's soul.
I like it a lot.
21 forever.
There's a lot of love in that, and I know it, by God.
It's time to send Trevor Roberts home to Oklahoma.
And it's going to say loud and clear, without one other word from me, I think your son is a damn fine guy.
Hello, how are you today?
Good. You want me to get it?
Or you get that side.
I feel that your son is a man that any child could love and trust. God bless him and you. Love, Kaziah. Thanks, Corporal Trevor Andrew Roberts, CS Marine. Oh. Wow.
Pretty good.
Yeah, I just couldn't wait to see it. It's just beautiful.
A fleeting moment in time from a hell on earth. A little girl linked forever to the big, tough Marine who held her in his arms and for just an instant made a war go away. And across the plains and over the mountains on a goat farm in Utah, Kaziah has begun to salve another family's grief, hoping for an end to it all, dreaming of the day she'll never have to paint another soldier, yet knowing all the while that hopes and dreams are the first casualties of war.
I will feel like a cement block is lifted off of my back when the last man is brought home and on American soil. I have become comfortably numb.
At newson6.com, I've provided 3 links. One to Project Compassion. That's the name of Kaziah's effort now, that she's been joined by 4 other artists to help ease the tremendous workload. Last month, they delivered their 1,000th portrait. You'll also see a link to Kaziah's personal website. Somehow she finds time between soldiers to paint other portraits and landscapes. They're beautiful and they're for sale there. And it helps support Project Compassion when the money runs short, and it often does. And Chuck and Twyla Roberts have a new website too. It's for the tax-exempt foundation they've established using the proceeds of Trevor's Marine Corps life insurance policy. They'll be helping young people pay for mission trips. And in that way, they hope, Trevor will touch more lives in death than he might have in life.